Hi everyone. Just wanted to come on and share with you a little bit of the meaning behind my videos and why I'm doing this YouTube videoing. I'm starting to make videos because I wanted to start sharing some of the knowledge I've gained over the past 25 years or so in this industry. I basically started making drapes and window treatments and bedding and Roman shades and swags and cornices before there was the internet, before I even knew how to do anything. There was no internet, no YouTube, and I didn't know anybody in the industry. I just had people asking me, can you make some curtains for me or a Roman shade? And I did not even know what a Roman shade was, but there was a bookstore that I could go to. I worked in the mall. So I would go down to the bookstore on my break and try to find anything on the shelves that I would just scan through during my break and take notes. If they were on clearance, I would buy them. And eventually I had a nice little library for myself. And that's how I learned, basically, was thumbing through some of these how-to books and figure it out the hard way. Sometimes I made mistakes, lots of mistakes, and sometimes it went smoothly depending on what it was. But I would definitely not want to show off anything I made in the beginning. Definitely a big learning curve, and I eventually learned that there was such a business called a workroom. And once I did find out that you could make a living making beautiful draperies and window treatments, I just wanted to learn as much as I could and started studying and going to conferences and expos and learned where the local workrooms were in my area and got a job at one of them and had a great mentor. There's a picture of Barb right here. She taught me so many things that I'm grateful for. And now I'm seeing a lot of workrooms and folks that are experts and legends in the business retiring or just closing up shop, and it's leaving a really big void in the business, in our industry. And I'm afraid not enough young folks are getting into it or don't know that it is a possible way to make a living, like I didn't know before I knew. So I just want to spread the word and share what I've learned, because I'm grateful that I had avenues through books and mentors like Barb and conferences and trade magazines. Vision magazine is a great resource, and their expo is just invaluable. So I want to make videos sharing my favorite ways of doing things, which my way is not the only way, it's just the way I do it. So it might be interesting or helpful for some folks. So I'm gonna just keep making videos and sharing the things I know, and if it helps you, that's great. And I want to encourage anybody that has a passion for sewing to just keep learning, keep making things that you enjoy, and see where it goes. And the sky's the limit if you want to get into this business. There's definitely opportunity right now more than ever, because everywhere I have lived, which is many different states in the country, there has been a big need and many happy people that I met that were looking for help because there wasn't the help in their area. So definitely options for you out there. And I hope you enjoy. If you have any ideas for videos or topics, or want to learn anything like very specific about cornices or Roman shades or drapery or pillows, zippers, hopefully I'll get into a lot of those different areas eventually. But if you wanted to see something sooner than later, then let me know in the comments, and bear with me while I'm getting used to being on the camera. It's definitely a uncomfortable situation sometimes, knowing that people are watching as I'm going, but I know it's going to be helpful for somebody, so that's why it's worth doing, in my opinion. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and like, and let me know if there's anything else that I can focus on for you. Just want to share a couple of my favorite books on sewing and drapery making. This one is called The Art of Manipulating Fabric, Colette Wolfe. I found this at a quilting expo years ago, and it just has an immense amount of detailed sketches and drawings and photos of how to do all kinds of things like pleating, gathering, flounces, partial pleats. A lot of it has to do with clothing, but a lot of it also has to do with drapery. So here's a section on different kinds of drapery pleats. And I even forgot some of the things that were in here. This is really cool. But if you ever want to learn something that you might use once in your whole career or twice, like smocking, it's in this book for sure. English smocking. It's really cool. Tucking. Quilting. Corded quilting. Batting. Hand quilting. Stuffed quilting. Applique. Biscuits. Darts. Gathered corded tube. A lot of fun applique types of things. Again, you may or may not ever use these things, but to know that if you need them, there is this amazing resource right here. I have no idea if this book is still available in a bookstore today, but surely there's a way to find it if you are interested. So that's The Art of Manipulating Fabric. Here's a Singer Sewing Custom Curtains, Shades, and Top Treatments by Susan Woodcock, who is amazing. And this book is full of beautiful images, colorful fabrics, and how-to. There's drapery and shades, valances, swags, cornices. And this one is a lot newer, so I'm sure this one is still easy to find if you're interested. This one is a little bit older, but still relevant. It has all kinds of pretty ideas for window treatments if you need inspiration, and a few tips on how to do things, but mostly just pictures for inspiration. This is a good image for how to measure a window. Usually in some of these books you'll find at least something like that that is educational, but definitely the images are good if you need ideas for a design. If you just don't know what to do in a situation, it's nice to grab a book and look through for inspiration. And then one of my absolute go-tos is Jackie Von Tobel's Design Directory of Window Treatments. This one I have used and abused, so I had to tape up the seam, but her illustrations are beautiful. And she also has a black and white version of each one. so that you could use it to color yourself if you wanted to present it to a client. So this one has unlimited possibilities, with also some helpful glossary terms and forms in the back, images of trims and borders and tiebacks, shades, you name it. So everything you need for window treatments is in this book. And then she also came out with a bedding book, Jackie Von Tobel Design Directory of Bedding. Again, so many beautiful illustrations of headboards and pillows and canopies, details, pillow shams, ruffles, so many ideas. And then great diagrams too. Things to think about, like corners and charts, very helpful charts to have at your fingertips. I would probably put a tab in this page. And then besides the books, there's of course the trade magazines. Vision magazine is our favorite to the trade publication. This one I was lucky enough to win an award at their competition ceremony and made the cover. This was a room in Lexington, Kentucky that Jean Selly and I worked on, and we won first place for combination treatments. That was a very exciting year. And they have great articles about industry news and business ideas and great resources. So that's a definite must in your library. And then one of the newest books I have is this one by Charles Randall, Designer Window Fashions. This one reads like a textbook. It has obviously amazing photographs, but also very detailed charts on top of charts of anything involving draperies and yardages and how to measure a window and different little descriptions, black and white images. These are fun. That one is a great book to have in your library as well. Charles Randall. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. Let me know if there's anything else that I can focus on for you. Appreciate it.